the game was different, right? The rules was different. The ball
Oh,
was different.
the Euro style is different in America.
The Euro style was a lot different than America.
That's the first time y'all seen that Euro step too, huh?
Absolutely.
Hi everyone, my name is Alessandro Lever. I'm from Bolzano, a small town in northern Italy. Came to Cayon University and I'm about to graduate. My major is business management.
Marvelous. Thank you, Alessandro, for hanging out with us today. It's great fun. You know, we've got a little bit of history in terms of we're one-on-one in terms of camp championships. You know, so it's really, really good to have you today. And really happy that you're finishing up. You're finishing up next semester, right?
This upcoming semester. So in December 2020, I'm gonna graduate.
Okay, perfect. You excited?
I'm excited, yeah. Big time. After that, I'm gonna start my master eventually, so.
Are you gonna stay at GCU and do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Okay. What's your master's gonna be in?
Don't know yet. Hopefully, if I have the program, I'm trying to get my master in international business.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Cool. Right. So, first question for you is how and why did you choose Grand Canyon University?
So, after playing with the national team, the youth, U18 it was, I think, U18. I was recruited by GCU and other schools. I can visit only two schools, which were Georgia Tech and Grand Canyon University. After a few days, I decided to come to Grand Canyon University because of the environment, the coaching staff. You know, you're being to the campus. It's an amazing campus. Everybody is friendly. It's like a big family.
Okay. And how did that process go? Was it only two offers you had, or did you have a whole bunch?
I had other offers, but at the end, I kind of narrowed down to 2-3 that I wanted to visit, and ended up only being 2. And I'm glad. I'm glad. You kind of when you got a lot of options, you kind of gotta figure out which one you think would fit best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go and visit, see how it is, and I fell in love with GCU.
Okay. Hey, and I'm not gonna lie. When I walked on campus that first time, I mean, I was like, wow! Like my camera didn't stop clicking. It was, man, gorgeous campus, especially with the weather as well.
Oh yeah.
So really, really, I can understand why. I can really understand. What type of scholarship did you get, and did your grades play any factor?
I got a full ride I think it's for sport. Academically, coming from Italy, my grades were good enough for me to be, I guess, accepted. Because with my ICT, between my ICT and my grade, because grade in Europe works a little different than in America. I got out of high school with 80 out of 100 because we have excellence and stuff, like finishing excellence. And because I don't remember my ICT score, but it was close enough for me to be accepted at Grand Canyon University because I wanted to have like a certain level coming in my freshman year.
Okay, nice. What questions did you ask of the coaches when you was being recruited?
Not really. I was just listening to them, trying to get as much as I could from them, see if they were genuine in what they were saying, and trying to talk to the players and see if what the players thought about their coach. So like I would be like, so how's practice? How's weights? Do you like the environment? What you guys do all day? What you guys do in practice? I was just trying to figure out like how practice was and how the level of basketball was here. Because I came here to play basketball, didn't care. I mean, I came here to play basketball and get a degree because in Italy it's a lot harder. If you go professional, you practice twice a day, every day, and it's focusing on school too would have been hard. So coming to the States was the best idea for the best possible scenario for me to get a degree and improve on basketball.
And that's, I think a lot of our viewers, or a lot of individuals watching this, their biggest thing is, hey, I just want to go play basketball. And I guess the education is secondary. It's like, well, I'll do education if I have to kind of thing. But it's the whole hoop dreams mentality. So, I can kind of understand, making that decision. can you tell us what league you're in and what's the league play like? So what conference do you guys play in, and what is it, a big dominated league? Is it a guard dominated league? Is it up tempo? What type of play is it?
I play in the Western Athletic Conference, which is being dominated by the past 10 years by New Mexico State University.
Mm-hmm.
Every year depends. There's always teams that are. It depends really by the team, what type of players that every team recruits. Because sometimes it can be more of a big dominated league, like a few years ago, more of a guard. It really depends who's the best player on each team and how the coach wants to play around it.
And what was the style of play at GCU?
The style of players was, like my freshman year was. We had a lot of good players my freshman year. It was focused on a lot of kind of everybody, but towards the end of the year was focused more on, let's say, me. I don't want to be like, much me, but like it was focused on me. I was getting the most shots out of everybody on the team. And you kind of have to adjust because at the first part of the year I wasn't playing. I was playing 10 minutes a game, maybe coming from the bench. And towards the end I started, and it was a big adjustment. But it's been fun.
Okay, and I like that you talk about the adjustment, and you said you played on the national team. I'm assuming that when you came from Italy, when you came from home, you were pretty dominant. You was a focal point when you was playing at home, and that's why you got recruited. So when you came over to GCU and now you were not getting many minutes, how did you deal with that mentally in terms of, hey, I was a guy back at home and now I'm, at the bottom of the totem pole. How did you adjust to that? How did you mentally cope?
I mean, at first it was a little, I can say tough because, you're playing, but you're not really playing because you're not playing like important minutes. You play like as a reserve, so it's kind of hard. But, you just gotta keep working, kind of trust the process, get in the gym, even because you're a freshman. So kind of, let's put it like the senior, junior, and sophomores comes in front of you. If they're better, they're gonna play, of course, because they're not gonna play a freshman if he's not better than a sophomore, better than a junior, better than a senior. But I just kept working out. I was always in the gym, always getting shots up, working out on my skills, trying to improve as much as I could. And I got a few chances in practice. I showed what I could do. I showed what I was capable on the court. And eventually he gave me a chance, which I completely blew because I think the first time that I started, I ended up with 0 points for 2 games in a row. And I was like, all right, back on the bench. He gave me another chance and I scored, I think it was 25 or something like that. So he just kept me from there.
Okay. And how was it? How did you feel like dealing with your teammates? I'm sure they've had international teammates come over, but what's the stigma? I know there's like a stigma of, Europeans are soft, or they're not as good, or they're not as hungry. I mean, did you encounter that, and how did you deal with that?
I mean, we had a lot of European international players my freshman year. We had a guy from Finland, 2 Australian guys, 1 African kid. We had me from Italy, a guy from Latvia. So we had a lot of international players that were playing, and they were, we were playing. We were kind of showing that we're not as soft as people think. Mm-hmm. Basketball in Europe, because they believe that basketball in Europe is so much softer, which is not true. Because just because we play more, we're more skilled players, doesn't mean that we're softer. We play a little slower in Italy with a little slower pace. Here is more like jumping, running. But at the end of the day, we're similar. We play. You just gotta get used to it. Used to running, jumping. Contacts might be a little different, but you just gotta get used to it. It takes some time, but eventually you're just gonna figure out how to do it, and you're gonna get there.
I like it. So even though you're graduating in December, the question is, what has helped you graduate and play? Are there any hacks that you can suggest that's helped you be successful this far, and going to help you graduate in December?
I guess that I decided to take multiple classes in the summer. The freshman year I was taking 3 classes each semester. And in the summer, they gave me an option to take one class, but I decided to take another one, which kind of boosted me a little bit towards graduating earlier. And every summer I took 2 classes, and I decided to take 4 courses every semester too. So, you have to take 16 courses or something. I don't remember how many courses, how many grade, what do you call it? How many courses you have to take for my major. But, just getting as many courses as I could after my freshman year, because my freshman year I had to adjust to the new system, the new language, the new way they were doing schools, because initially it was all on paper. Let's say on paper. Here is all online. So homeworks are online, quizzes are online. You find everything online. So I had to adjust to it at first, and I kind of struggled a little bit at first. But you adjust, and after that, I just decided to take 4 courses every semester, take 2 in the summer, and I ended up being able to graduate in December.
Okay, so how many semesters or how many years have you been doing? Has it been 4 or 3? This is your third one?
3. It's gonna be 3. Yeah, this is my third one. I'm about to start my 4th one.
Okay. What kind of allowed you? So I know you said doing classes over the summer helped reduce your time, but what have you done to kind of academically or like to support you doing that, you being able to do that?
Just manage your time, I guess. Find the time between, because we used to practice in the morning, so weights practice, school in the afternoon around lunchtime. And after that, you have some time to do homework. You just gotta get as much homework as you can done. So just focus on school. That's what you gotta do, basketball and school. Because if you don't have good grades, you can't play. I know that NCAA only requires a 2.0 to play, which is not that much, not that high. But I had teammates, they couldn't reach a 2.0 and they couldn't play. So you just gotta, get your work done early. On the weekends, just get all your homework as much as you can for the week. Prepare for exams, because it's all important. Like if you don't have good grades, you can't play, and you're here to play, so you need to have some good grades.
I like that. Yeah, definitely trying to time management, and that's been a current theme amongst most of our guys. Is just try and get in when you can. What's the best part of playing college basketball?
You get to travel a lot. You get to play, non-conference. You get to play some big teams, some big major teams, which is really fun always. And for me, I guess college basketball, it's like playing at GCU. It's amazing. We have the best student section in the country. We have 7,500 people in the arena, always packed. We have 3,000 students that make noise all the game. The first game that I played here, I couldn't even listen to my talk. It was so loud. I couldn't understand anything. I was just running around the court, I don't know what's going on here. I can't hear anything. I can't even hear my playmaker calling the play that we got around. It was so
That's
loud.
why you got 0 points, huh? I don't know. I don't know
what's going on.
Oh, that's crazy. How is it playing for those fans? I guess home and away, you said you got the best student section in the country. I've talked to a couple other players, and they've said, TCU's got a very good atmosphere. Everyone's kind of got to say, hey, their fan sections is the best. But what's it like when you're on the road and you're playing against, where's the worst experience you've had on the road?
We had a couple of probably 50 people in the arena, like Chicago State and other places like that. It's okay. You're here to play basketball. It's like every time you're on the road is like a business trip. You just gotta get as many dubs as you can. And fans, no fans, it doesn't really matter. You're just there to play, and you just gotta focus on the game. I think it's different, of course, because you don't have the crowd that you see you when you, you dunk. It's like, yeah, let's go. So you get hyped. On the road, you just gotta find something else that hypes you, which is your teammates. A good defensive play, you just get hyped all together, and it just changes the way the game can go.
What about, have you ever been anywhere or played anywhere where it's been the crowd's been so intense, an away crowd's been so intense where, they've been chanting your name, or they've got funny pictures up and it's throwing you off?
I had a few teams, or I like a few teams. Like New Mexico State, when you play at their house, it's always packed because there's always 10,000 people. We played Louisville. There were a lot of people. We played University of New Mexico, the Lopes, and there were a lot of people, and they were talking trash the whole game. They even got on one of my manager.
Oh, really?
They were yelling at my manager. Yeah.
And how did you deal with that? Did it faze you, or you was involved, or?
Not really. It was just like, it hyped the other team, and it kind of hypes you too, because you're like, all right, they're talking trash. They just, they say we suck, so we just gotta try and show them that we don't.
I got you. I like it. With the knowledge that you have now and the experiences that you've gone through, if you could redo 3 things of your college career, or improve on 3 things, what would they be?
I will definitely improve how I got here. I got here that I was 235 pounds. By the time I ended up my sophomore year, I was 251, 52 pounds. I gained 15 pounds not on muscles. I gained 50 pounds because I didn't understand how to eat properly at GCU or any other college. Because you come from, Europe, European food, it's a little healthier, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say healthier, but we eat in a different way.
Yeah.
I came here and I saw Chick-fil-A. I was like, oh, Chick-fil-A tastes so good. Let's eat Chick-fil-A every freaking day of my life. And I ate Chick-fil-A twice a day. And I just started gaining weight. And I really wish that somebody before I reached that kind of weight told me. My mom did, but I was like, I'm not listening to you. You're wrong. It's not. I'm not gaining weight. I ended up breaking my hand my summer of going to my junior year. I broke my hand, and I already lost 10 pounds, but because I broke my hand, I decided to lose another 10. So now I'm 230 pounds-ish, which I'm the best that I ever felt in my life. So the advice is watch what you eat. If you have like a nutritionist on campus, definitely go there and ask for advices. Talk to your strength coach and be, what should I improve on? Do I have to put some more weight on? Do I have to cut some weight? Do I have to, eat this and that to gain this type of muscles? Another advice is just get in the gym and work out, because we have the gym open 24/7. We have a key card that we can just scan and get in. I've been a couple of times just getting there like at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., just getting shots because I didn't know what to do on Saturday night. Okay. Just, couldn't sleep. Some people, like some of my friends were like, let's go to a party. I'm like, I'm not going to parties. I'm just wasting my time. So I just went to the gym, get some shots up. Last advice would be make as many friends as you can, because, campus, if you live on campus, of course, try to live on campus because there's so many people there. At GCU, there's 20,000 students. If we have so many students, we just make friends, talk to people. If you talk to people won't think that you're on the basketball team and you think that you're the best, you're God on earth. Let's put it like this, because a lot of people think that because we play basketball, we're on a full scholarship, we're like untouchable and we don't like to talk to people. Just make friends.
Reach out to people.
Yeah, reach out is gonna make your process and your college life much easier and more fun.
I feel you. Okay, so we're gonna get onto the tourist questions, the trivial ones. What's the weather like in Phoenix?
Oh god, hot all the time. The which is thankfully is getting lower now. It's like about 90s. It's summer, it's like 115, 120, which you don't want to be outside. You just want to stay in as much as you can. It's just too hot outside. You can even walking out from the gym, you shower, you walk out of the gym, you go to your dorm and you're already
sweating.
So yeah, it's
crazy. What's the winter like?
It's nice. During the day it's kind of, let's put it like this, winter gets cold here too. It's not like it's warm. It doesn't snow, of course. We have flag stuff, like a location up north, which is usually snows because it's in the mountains. But here it doesn't snow. It gets cold though. You need a sweatshirt or a winter jacket. But as soon as the winter goes out and it starts spring, it's nice. It's 70 all day. It gets a little cold in the morning, but it's beautiful weather. That's perfect weather. I wish it was like this all year long.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a cold guy. I went to Colorado just 2 weeks ago. 70s was great. Had a blast because here was like 115 degrees. There was 70s. I was living my best life.
Okay. So 70s is the niche. Where's the must-see destination of Arizona or Phoenix? Or like, what's the, you being there? I'm talking to, or we're talking to, potential students that might be coming to programs in Arizona or even GCU. So what's the place to go? Where must they see before they leave?
Oh, in Arizona, I didn't really visit that much. I guess definitely go to Flagstaff because it's beautiful. Hike. I've been hiking up the mountains. It's pretty good. Sedona. Do as much fun stuff that you can do because it's so many things that you can do in Arizona when coronavirus didn't hit. So much fun. There's so much things that you can do. Try new places to eat. There's a lot of good Italian places, Mexican spots, every type of food here.
You would say Italian spot, huh? How does the Italian food over there compare to the Italian food back home?
It's not the same, but it's close enough for me to say it's really good. Some places even import the products from Italy, which is great. It tastes really good. You just gotta find the right spot.
So that's what I wanted to ask as well. Where would you recommend for someone to go and eat? Like, where's the best spot? If you said, hey, I'm coming into town for 4 hours, I need to get something to eat, and you're like, hey coach, go and eat here. Where is it?
I guess Pomo Pizzeria. If you like Italian food, you go to Pomo Pizzeria Napoletana. You go to Cibo, North Italia. It's really good too. I got so many others. Forno 301. Pizza Bianca is good. There's so many places here that are good. What's
your go-to? If you like right now, if I said, hey, I got some money for you, I'm gonna take you out to eat, and you're like, hey, choose one spot. What's the spot that you choose?
Probably Pomo Pizzeria Napoletana.
Okay, not bad. What's good over there? What's the best thing on the menu?
Pizza. That's all I go for. Pizza.
Fair enough. What's the time difference between Italy and Phoenix?
9 hours right now.
Okay.
Not that bad.
Not that bad. It's like a whole day, or no, almost. How did you deal with that 9 hour gap, being 9 hours behind them?
Well, I got lucky that second year of high school, I moved to another town because I was recruited by another team to play there. So I moved, I think it was 2.5, 3 hours away from home. So at 15-year-old, I just adjusted to it, and it helped me so much. I adjusted to, it's only 3 hours away. It was only 3 hours away. So if I ever needed something, I could just call my mom and be, Mom, can you come down? Mm-hmm. But coming overseas, it's a lot harder. But I adjusted so easily to moving to another city when I was 15 that coming to the States wasn't a big of an adjustment. Okay. Not seeing my family, it's hard sometimes because everybody can go home here. I say, oh, I'm going home for the weekend. I'm like, all right, have fun. I'm gonna stay here. But and because of coronavirus hit too, I couldn't go home this summer, unfortunately. Just because I was scared to not be able to come back to the States.
Come back, yeah. I was in the same boat, yeah.
You just gotta adjust. Find things that you can do to take away your mind from missing your family or not be able to see them for a year.
And how do you deal with especially during the season, or when you said you broke your hand, how did you deal with being homesick? What devices did you have in place to kind of help?
And my friends help me a lot. Hanging out with them, they're trying to just spending time with people that you feel like they're your second family.
What's the best place to get kicks in Arizona?
Kicks? Oh, shoes.
Shoes, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that big of a shoes fan because GCU provides for everything. Slides, running shoes, walking around shoes, basketball shoes, shorts, t-shirts, sweatshirts. They provide everything. We're sponsored by Nike, so we provide by anything. I guess a good place would be, any mall. They have a lot of places that sell shoes. Mm-hmm. I've been I've been going to some, trying to find a pair of shoes that I wanted to try for basketball, but I never found them. So, it depends what kind of shoes you're looking for.
All right, no worries.
Of course, have shoes.
Foot Locker is always the go-to.
Always, yeah, I know.
Last few questions before I let you go. Obviously, being away from home, being independent, being kind of like out of sight, out of mind, and you said you got 20,000 students. There's going to be a lot of distractions. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to kind of get into some things that you don't necessarily need to, such as drugs, such as alcohol, dealing with girls. I'm not saying that you shouldn't deal with girls, but I'm saying there's going to be an influx. Can you talk about dealing with those distractions and how, what methods you use to kind of navigate through it?
I've never been like a guy that likes to drink. So like I've been to a few parties. In Arizona, it's a little better than other places. I know that like in Texas, if they catch you at a party, they taser you, they pepper spray you. Jeez. Arizona, they're cool with it. So they just go to a party, police comes in, they say, yo, everybody get out, everybody walks out, everybody's fine. I've been to a few parties every year just before we even start official practice, when you can actually practice for as long as you want. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't like any of that. It's none that my body needs. If you want to be a professional player, I feel like you got to understand what's good for your body in terms of like, your body doesn't need drugs, your body doesn't need to smoke weed, your body doesn't need any type of drugs, your body doesn't need alcohol. Like what good stuff brings alcohol to you? Like it doesn't hydrate you, it just gets you messed up the next morning because you throw up so bad if you get too drunk. On the other side, just gotta focus on what's important in your life. If you came here to have the best life, have the best for you of your life, do what you think is best for you. Enjoy the time that you're here. If you're here to improve and eventually trying to get professional basketball back home, like a contract in Europe, or if you're good enough, you can make it to the league. You know what you gotta do. Like what your expectations are for yourself, and and if you don't know what's good for yourself, you can ask people like, should I do drugs? And they're like, no, you shouldn't. If you want to be a professional basketball player, you don't need drugs. Should I go out on Friday night if you play Saturday afternoon? No, you shouldn't. You're out. You know yourself. Like, for yourself what's good and what's not good for you. Like if you really care about basketball and there's a party Friday night and you play Saturday, you're not going to the party. Because, you're here to play basketball, you're here to study. You're not here to, you have fun, because if you win games, you have fun. You can have fun, of course. I'm not saying that like, you need to stay 24/7 in the house, 24/7 in the gym, just working out all the time. I work too much, but you kind of got a balance and understand when one thing is too much and when other things is not enough.
Yeah, it is all about balance and making sure that everything in moderation. Okay, so you don't drink, no drugs. What about the ladies? How 6'10" coming in, got like a nice little accent, got the blonde hair, got the looking like Clark Kent over there. So, I'm sure there was like a multitude of women flocking to talk to you. How do you deal with staying focused and, dealing with all these women that are flocking to you?
So actually coming my freshman year, I had a girlfriend from back Italy. After a few months, it was hard, so we decided to break up. After that, I was just like single for a few months, and I just hang out with people, just trying to kind of have fun. And I found another girl, and after a year and a half, I guess, I broke up with her, and eventually started dating again a few months after that. I'm goal-oriented in my life. So, I don't need any type of distraction. I need somebody in my life that kind of, I wouldn't say help me, but supports me. And even if they support me, I know what's best for me. So I know what I can do in my life, and I know what kind of person I am and what I want to accomplish.
What advice would you give to the young people? I know before you were talking about watch what you eat and stuff. I guess that was more in reflection to yourself, but what would you say, coming in, let's say you had a younger brother, younger sister, about to start the process. what advice or information would you tell them to, you know, check before they came and committed to a college?
It's a hard one. I mean, I guess life in college for me hasn't been anything like living at home at all. It's so much different. You gotta be more auto-sufficient because you know, like living overseas, you can be, Mom, I'm coming home, do my laundry. You gotta do your own laundry. You can't mix up your laundry. Like you can't put red and white together, or it's gonna be all pink. So you just gotta understand and figure out how to live by yourself, because it's literally like a bigger step. Like, you know, it's not a step, it's like a big jump in front from what you were when you were in high school. So I guess it's not really advice. It's just like you gotta
just make sure you're prepared, kind of thing.
You're prepared. Yeah. Your mind is prepared to what college is, because it's nothing like you ever experienced before.
Nice, I appreciate it. Well, my guy, it has been a blast having you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for hanging out with us today.
Hi, my name is Alessandro Lever, and you'll be watching the EuroStepping.
The game was different, right? The rules was different. The ball was different.
The Euro style is different in America.
The Euro style was a lot different than America.
That's the first time y'all seen that Euro step too, huh?
Absolutely.